up, guys? It's the Pop Punk Dad here with the Commander from the Aquabats. So honored to have you here. Just checked out your guys' set. It was absolutely amazing. You've been doing Warped Tour since almost the first one. What's it like compared to the early days?
It's a lot different. The food is a lot better. No, actually, we played, there was that thing called Board in Orange County, which is in the Velodrome in LA, and it was like Guttermouth and Sublime and No Doubt, and I think Skank and Pickle played, and there was a half pipe, and we played that as well. And I think that was the like prototype to the Warped Tour, which launched the next year. Yeah. It was the beta test, and it was awesome. So technically, I think we played the first one.
That's so awesome.
Which is Board in Orange County, and then Warped Tour. Not every band plays every show, so sometimes that's regional.
Mm-hmm.
So like the bands on the West Coast will play a handful of shows and then go. So I think we only did once or twice where we did the whole tour. But yeah, it's so much different. It's obviously there, this year with the additional sponsorships and things like that. It's just kind of weird, but not really. It's cool. It was just growing up. It's 30 years old. So
yeah.
Crazy.
Happy 30 years to it.
Thank you.
What is the most memorable favorite Warped Tour memory that you have that comes straight off the top of your head?
Well, we used to use a lot of fireworks when we play, which we don't do anymore because we get in trouble. And this is one of the reasons why we played on a side stage, on the Ernie Ball stage at one Warped Tour, and there was a band that went on before us that no one knew, and they were called Limp Bizkit, and we kind of felt bad for them because no one watched them. And then we played, and during the set, there's a lot of Warped Tour memories, but I remember specifically during the set I was holding it like a mortar shell. You put the shell in, and then it
firework
shoots
cans?
up. Yeah. So I was holding it, and it was supposed to shoot up over my head, and I was holding it too tight, and it just exploded in my hand. It exploded in my hand, and I'm lucky that it didn't blow my hand off. But I looked at my hand; it was all black and like smoking, and it looked like a cartoon. The cartoon of Bugs Bunny blows up, or Elmer Fudd opens the thing and it blows up.
You're a superhero. You can't.
And my hand was all like charred and black and smoking, and I just held it up to the crowd like, yes! And then everyone was so excited, like, yeah, that was funny. But it hurt really bad, and it broke the skin a little bit too. It popped my skin open because it was wild. It was wild, but that was a fun one.
Awesome.
But there's also a ton. I mean, we played a ton of Warped shows. We used to jump on top of the stages that were in the back of trucks. They had these stages that would pop open the back of a truck, and that was the stage.
Yeah.
And we used to get on the roof and bounce and do flips, and anyway, tons of memories. Bad Religion used to make fun of us, all kinds of things.
Of course they did.
Yeah, look at these guys. What are they thinking?
Yeah, right. For those
Joke's on you guys.
Yeah, right.
Still here
at Warped Tour. For those getting into the Aquabats through either ska or Blink-182 or whatever it is, what can you say about the Aqua Cadets fandom, and why should someone join the Army?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just fun. We just like to have fun, and I think, kind of in the day, there was a uniform that you're supposed to wear to be a punk, or and I just felt like with the Aquabats, we just created our own uniform because we felt like that's what punk is all about, is just doing your own thing, being independent, and so it never was about superheroes or that kind of thing. It was just about having fun and being silly, and I think that in itself has become kind of a superpower. So what
Absolutely.
The Aquabats represent is just doing your own thing and not having to wear a uniform, even though it is a uniform. So we get excited when we see people that aren't just wearing exactly what we have, but maybe they'll put some flair on it, like someone wearing part of the costume and a furry outfit, or like,
A cool
or
spin
someone
on it?
has something, like it's always fun to see people doing their own thing with inspirations, because obviously things have to start somewhere. But yeah, we've always been open to everyone and wanting to be inclusive and having everyone have a good time. So.
Absolutely love that. What do you feel when you see someone in the crowd wearing a full-fledged Aquabats gear?
Instant friendship,
Yeah.
I mean, back in the punk days, it was like the same, or like skateboarders in the 80s, or when you'd see someone with green hair on the street. Now it's kind of a common thing, but at that time it was like brother, or
Yes.
sister, like you have spikes or you bleach your hair white. It was kind of like a bond,
Yes.
And so now, that kind of the punk look, it cuts across so many different genres and things. That's nice. It's fun to have an Aquabat thing where it's like, yes, you get me, I get you, we're friends. So
Totally.
And same with skateboarding was the same. Like when in the 80s, when you were a skater, not hardly anyone skated. So we saw someone skateboard. It wasn't like, how high can you ollie, or can you do a kickflip? It was like, brother, sister, let's skate together.
Absolutely.
So that's the kind of thing that we still feel when we see our fans in the crowd. Brother, sister, hello. Hiya.
For those who don't know, your affiliation with Yo Gabba Gabba goes pretty deep.
Deep. So deep.
Would there ever be a Gabba Gabba and Aquabats reunion, or should we not count anything out yet?
No, don't count anything out. There already kind of has been, and Yo Gabba Gabba did 20 new episodes for Apple TV Plus, and there's a new show on Apple TV Plus, and you can watch it. It's called Yo Gabba Gabba Land, and I'm not really supposed to say, but the Aquabats are coming.
That's so awesome. My kid's a huge fan. She's so bummed she's not here today. She's so jealous of me right now.
What's her name?
Ava.
Back Commander says yo.
Speaking of being a
Clank.
dad, happy early Father's Day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. It's tomorrow. What's it like being a superhero, musician, and a dad? Where do you find all the balance?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's just fun to do it all. We're only on this planet for so long. So let's take full advantage of what our potential is. You know what I mean? And we have the potential to bring our creations into the world and to bring a life into the world. And I think we have a responsibility as human beings to do the best we can while we're here, and then we're gone.
Absolutely.
30 years has gone by this quick for
So
the Aquabats, for Warped Tour. It goes by so fast. And you look back and you're like, you just want to have fun and rage and stuff. But I think focusing on being creative, and then also on the life that you created, Ava or my kids, it's rewarding. It makes you feel like you have a purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like going home to Ava, it's like probably gets emotional thinking about it, but
Yeah.
it's like a special thing.
100%. From Pittsburgh, so I've
Yeah.
I wouldn't be the pop punk dad without having.
Yeah, and so it's fun, and having kids that play music or that are into same things I'm into. It's awesome to do it together. Play music together, do art, go surfing. Go to concerts together. It's fun. And when they're little, it's they need
They're kids.
They need care. But as they get older, it's so much fun. Like being a parent, it's really fun.
It's totally cool finding that I rub off on her. She said, hey, Dad, I found this new band. They're called the Suicide Machines, and there's another band that I learned. They're called Tally Hall. Do you know of them?
Yeah.
And so that stuff's kind of cool. Are your kids into any of the stuff that you listen to?
Yeah, for sure. In fact, my oldest son and his wife, now he's married, they went and saw the Pixies last night on Las Vegas. And I was sad because I was on a plane flying here, but I wanted to go. But yeah, he plays music, and they come to shows. My youngest son, he's going through a pop punk phase right now, so he's really into Green Day.
Got you.
He's discovering it, Cool. So that's wild because I think Dookie came out the same year that the Aquabats started.
Nice.
So it's 30 years old.
Yeah.
And it's just fun because my kids, they get into stuff on their own. I don't push stuff there's stuff around, stuff I like, but I don't push stuff on them. I let them find their own thing, and it's fun that they're finding stuff I like to.
So cool. And lastly, what is next for the Aquabats? So you guys have a tour coming up. Actually, starts in a couple days here.
Yeah, today was the first day of tour. We're doing East Coast tour, and then we have a couple days off in early July, and then we do Warped Tour in Long Beach again.
Cool.
And then we do a West Coast tour, and we'll see. We've been messing around with some ideas to do some more music videos and more video stuff, and we just put out an album last year called Finally, which we're really big fans of it. People talk about their albums, and it's like, okay, whatever, but we really like it, so we think it turned out good, and we'll see. We'll do some singles and
see what's up.
Do some singles and start to mingle.
This has been the Pop Punk Dad with the Aquabats.
That's right, kids. Tune in.